Welcome to the Dalmatian coast, where today we are visiting the ancient city of Nin.
Nin is a small picturesque town situated along the Dalmatian coast, roughly 17 kilometers north of the vibrant city of Zadar, and has a rich history filled with fascinating stories from antiquity to the present day. Considered to be the first capital of the Croat people and their royal base for which Croatian kings would later be crowned, Nin's old town is today set on an islet which only has a diameter of 500 meters and is connected to the mainland by two stone bridges built during the 16th century. The earliest known settlement in the area actually began about 10,000 years ago, whereas the town on the islet, as we know it today, was established about 3,000 years ago. Prior to the Romans arriving in Nin, the Illyrian tribe of Liburnians had settled in the area and were largely comprised of traders who had a strong connection to the sea, and therefore also to the Greek and Hellenistic world. Back then, Nin was known by its archaic form of Ainona, which then later evolved to Nona, and then much later to how we now know it today as Nin. Nin's importance during these ancient times can still be seen and felt throughout the old town, where its historical ruins and remnants of its glorious past are spread throughout, such as the Roman temple Rimski Hram, which once used to be the largest temple on the eastern Adriatic coast. The building was 33 meters long and 23.5 meters wide, dating back to the 1st century AD during the reign of the Roman Emperor Vespasian. In the 8th century, the Croats began settling in Nin, where it gained historical significance in the 9th century when it became the first Croatian royal town. Thus, Nin is often referred to as the cradle of Croatia. Until the 10th century, Nin was even the autonomous Croatian branch of the Roman Catholic Church. The importance of that time is still visible in the architecture of the town, such as the Holy Church of the Holy Cross from the 9th century, which is also called the smallest cathedral in the world. It is also said to have served as the official seat of the Bishop of Nin at the time. Due to Nin's unique construction and position, the layout of the town is also reminiscent of that of an old sundial. Outside of the town, one can also find the famous landmark, the Church of St. Nicholas, which was built between the 11th and early 12th centuries. According to a legend, 7 kings were crowned in Nin, and every one of them had to ride on horseback to the Church of St. Nicholas, where he would be presented to the people and symbolically cut the 4 corners of the world. During the Turkish Wars, the region of Dalmatia was sold to the Republic of Venice in the 15th century and destroyed twice, once in 1571 and the second time in 1646. Both times, the Venetians gave the order to burn Nin down so that the Ottomans could not use it as a strategic stronghold. Following the town's second destruction, Nin lost its significance in the area. However, Nin eventually grew and became a popular tourist destination since the 1960s, which led to a restoration of its monuments, which incidentally and in turn also saw a growth in interest among curious tourists to Croatia. Nin and its surroundings have a lot to offer in terms of tourism. As well as being known for its beautiful sandy beaches, outside of the town walls, one will also find the Nin Salt Works Museum, where you can discover the history of salt harvesting in Nin, which had been incepted during the Roman era. People can book an educational salt tour along the salt pans to learn everything about the natural ecology of salt, as well as its crystallization and harvesting. The flat sandy beaches of Nin can be found throughout the town's expanse, and are ideal for families with small children, where they also offer water sports activities, beach bars and umbrellas with sunbeds that can be rented on site. The beaches are also surrounded by the beautiful coastal mountains of Dalmatia, consolidate a picturesque character like no other. Nin is a town that encompasses the enjoyment, cultural and historical curiosity and sought after tranquility of all those seeking such elements in a Mediterranean holiday. Not to mention amazing local cuisine. If these are all the sorts of attributes that you seek in a European beach break, then Nin is not one to miss. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel.